Hey you guys, happy Saturday. So I'm still out here in these streets. Well, I came back out. I went home for a while, so I just had things to do. But guess what? I did get that oil change last night. Remember, I was rushing last night. I had like 10 minutes left, and I so made it. Like, the place was a little far, but I left at a decent time. But by the time I got where I would needed to go, because the lady was so nice, she gave me like a $10 coupon to have off, because this oil change is so expensive. Like, because my car needs synthetic oil, thanks. And synthetic happens to be the most expensive, which is not nice. So yeah, I had to pay for that. But the lady was really nice to me, and over the phone she's like, I'll email you the coupon. I was like, thank you, miss. She has no idea she made my day, because I need that $10 mattered. May not matter to you, but it mattered to me, and I'm so grateful for that. So I really appreciate that. So I got that done. So that's one thing crossed off my list amongst other things. And so today I just wanted to like run past the subject of like jealousy. Like, this world is so full of jealous people, especially like women. Do you guys notice that women are so jealous and like so petty of each other when it comes to each other? Especially like the black community, we're just so petty and we're just very jealous of each other. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. And sometimes it's your own family, your own friends. That scares me. That's so scary and so sad. But I think about stories in the Bible. I love reading stories in the Bible. There's so many beautiful stories, but it's just true. Jealousy is real. And I love how people really sit here and think that they pretend, because good and well, nobody has a perfect family. That's a lie. Like, you portray that your family's so perfect and that you all get along and you don't have problems. It's not true. I'm talking about like church people. I know a lot of church people that put on this facade and they act like they come from this perfect family and they love each other. They don't. They put on a nice act. Oh my God. People are such actors and actresses when it comes to coming in the house of God. I just think it's so funny. It is. It's so hilarious, because I'm like, oh my goodness, they're such jokester. And it's nobody in particular. It's just, it is. Like, just especially in the body of Christ, it saddens me, like, how people are. But I'm just saying, even my own life, I never said I led a perfect life. And people, just because you choose to live your life right, people do. They get offended at that. I never understand that. You can live right. You just choose not to. But you don't get to get mad at somebody because they're living right and then you want to call them self-righteous. No, you don't get to do that. Because sometimes they're not self-righteous at all. You just think they're self-righteous because you just don't want to live right. So you want to make the people feel bad for doing the right thing. No, they're not always self-righteous. They're just living a good life, a righteous life. Everybody does not choose to display their life. God does not call everybody to share their story. No, it's not true. Like, some people go tell their whole story on the mountain. That's your business. But everybody does not choose to live their life that way. Some people just like to confess their life to a trusted friend, and then they take it to Jesus, and that's it. Nobody owes you an explanation of what they've done in their life. They have to answer to Jesus, sweetheart, not you. And that's what some people are mad, because a lot of public figures, your life is just exposed whether you want it exposed or not. And it's so true. Like, my heart goes out to like church leaders all the time, because a lot of times they really do want to keep their life a secret, or some matters that happen in their life, they want to keep it a secret. They do. But it's unfortunate, they have to share their entire life. Like, I've had the pleasure of hearing my own bishop say it, and then I've heard the pleasure of hearing other people's bishops say it, that you get to take, I'll speak for myself. Whenever I'm going through something rough, I take off. If I need a year, I take a year. Sorry, there's something like, I just was eating, sorry, cheese Danish, my finger's sticky. Like, if I want to take a week or 2 or 3 or 4 off, I do that. I do whatever's necessary for me to heal myself. And it's true, like the church leaders will say, you get to do that. But when my life is going chaotic and it's overwhelming, I don't get to take a day off. I have to stand right here and play my entire life out in front of you. And that's hard. So I want to say God bless every church leader out there. Seriously, like, my heart goes out to all of you. And I thank God that some of you all are so transparent. They are so... I love when they share their story. They don't have to, but sometimes they do, and it helps sometimes. It just does. So I just want to shout out all the church leaders, some of them, you know, most of them. I mean, like, I'm just talking like bishops and pastors and the ministers. They have it the hard. They all have it hard. But some leaders are not so nice, but some are nice. And it's true. My friend was telling me today, she's like, Larice, don't do that. Like, the kind people are outruling the bad ones. So don't, I don't know how to explain it. Like, we were gonna involved in something, and I was saying, I don't know, because I think this and that, and she's like, listen, that's not fair. Like, just because one bad apple, it really does spoil the bunch for everybody. I just feel that's how I live by it. It's like, I don't know. You know, sometimes you just get tired, but it's true. Like, why penalize and punish everybody just because you had a bad experience with one person? You don't get to, like, penalize everybody or punish everybody just because one person did something that wasn't fair to you. So you don't punish everybody and leave them alone because you don't get along with one person. Forget the one person. You keep doing you, because there are people that need you, they like you, and you make it. Not only are they making a difference for you, you're making a difference for them. You may not know it, but you are. So it's true. If I could give you any advice, like, if you ever get stuck in a situation like that, always let if the good outweighs the bad, then stick around. But if that bad outweighs the good, you take yourself, don't judge my nails, a few of them fell off. My God, you guys, I've been doing my own nails. Back to my subject. Listen, if the good outweighs the bad, then stay. But if the bad outweighs the good, then you take yourself and you leave. Shake the dust off your feet and never look back. And I mean that. I mean that, you guys. Don't stay, even if it's a relationship, friendship, whatever. If the good in that friendship outweighs the bad, you stick yourself around. But if the bad outweighs the good, pack yo and get out. Get out. Don't stay. Please don't stay and stuff like that. I'm just tired of you guys. I don't deal well with abuse. I don't care if it's abuse in the church, abuse at school, harassment at work, at school. No, do not take that. Don't take it. Do not allow yourself to be harassed at work or at school or church or home. Don't stand up for that. No, no, no. If you're being harassed, leave. Of course, a job, you can't just leave a job. Like, come on, we're adults here. So I understand. I don't have a problem. Like, you can find another job. There's a dime a dozen jobs around the world. I know right now it's pretty hard. So I wouldn't advise you just wake up and say, I'm leaving the job today. Don't do how I do. Could you imagine? I used to be like that. I'm serious, because I didn't care. I was so good at getting jobs because, I mean, I have a good resume. It's pretty decent, and I will admit that much. I will say that. So if I'm not happy, I can't stay. I just can't do that. Whether it's a relationship, friendship, whatever. If I'm not happy, I can't stay. And I don't want someone to try to convince me to stay. Your happiness is everything. Like, it's important. Your peace, for me, peace is everything. Forget the happiness. I need peace. I want peace in my home. I want peace at work. I want peace at church. I want peace at school. Peace matters. The fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and I hope I said them, and self-control. I hope I said them all. But it is. It's love, joy, peace, patience. I think I forgot patience, kindness. And it's so important to have peace and patience. And I always say love matters. Love starts first. And if there's no love, why are you wasting your time? Oh, it's just a waste of time. I'm sorry. Peace is everything to me. I need my peace, because, honey, if we don't have peace, we got nothing. There's just, whether it's church, work, or school, peace matters to me. And I don't like when people harass people. They do it at church, they do it at work, they do it at school, and sometimes it's at home. You don't deserve that. And you do. You have to learn to start saying, you know what? The Bible says resist the devil and he'll flee. So whatever you can do to resist those bullies, those individuals, whoever's harassing you, do it. It's not a matter. People always want to say, oh, she's playing the victim. She never does. That's not true. Because I don't pick at people. I really don't. I had a boss one time said, Larice did that? No, what did you do to Larice? Because Larice would never just do that. And it's true. I would not ever just do something like that. You had to do something to me. I promise you, you did. What did you do to Larice? That boss was so confident. He's like, Larice said that? He said, not my Larice. And he pulled me in his office one day. He said, Larice, I heard you said something. He said, you said that? And I said, yeah, I did. And he said, Larice, he said, I would have never thought. He said, I stood up for you. You said that? And I said, yeah, I said it. And I did say it. And he said, I said, no, not my Larice. And he said, what did you do to Larice? And he did do something to me. This happened years ago. You guys, I was a PYT, a pretty young thing. And I remember working at this job. And there was this prejudiced man that filled in for my supervisor. He was so prejudiced. I promise you, I speak the truth in Christ Jesus. He was prejudiced. He was a racist. And I called him because I needed something. And he did not come. He had a truck delivery in the back of the store because I worked in this office store. At the time I was young. I was only 19. And I was calling him. And he heard me on the walkie-talkie. He heard me on the loudspeaker. And I needed change. I was in dire need of it. And he refused to come. So when he did come, I was mad at him. And I don't know. He said, oh, he screamed at me because I kept calling him. He said, don't you know, like I'm doing something, I'm busy. But I'm really short. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm only 4'11", so I'm extremely short. I'm vertically impaired, really, in a good way. It doesn't bother me. Like, I love being short. Short people have good reasons to smile, so it never bothered me that I'm short than the average person. But to be a 46-year-old woman, there's challenges. To be 46, 4'11", like I'm 46, but I'm the average height of a 12-year-old child. Like, go figure. So I usually wear heels a lot, but there I didn't wear heels because that was my job, and I didn't wear heels. So I was on my feet all day. So yeah, so he was very nasty. He yelled in my face, but while he was yelling in my face, he was looking down at me. He stood front face to face with me, and he was standing so tall. And while he was standing there, he's yelling at me and spitting in my face. Ah, first of all, racist man yelling in my face, and he's spitting at the same time. Oh no, that does not fly well with Larice. And I let him have it. I told him what train to get off, what stop to get off. I told him what train to get on and what stop to get off. You know what that means, right? I said it in the nicest way possible. I let him have it because he had no right. I don't care who you are. You don't have a right to treat me that way. So I let him have it. And then he let me have it because he told my boss, and I did. I made a scene in front of people, and I didn't care because he humiliated me in front of people, and you don't get to do that. Not as a racist man. You don't get to humiliate me in front of people. I have a problem with that. So I let him have it, and the next day my big boss came back from his vacation or whatever because he had been filling in from him. So he was giving me a hard time all week. And that's a problem that I have that I'm working on now, you guys, is that I always would I let stuff fester. Like, I'll have an issue with you, but I just keep letting it grow and grow and grow, and then boom, like a volcano, one day I'm gonna explode on you. So that's basically what he did. Every day he was just being nasty, and then when Friday came, honey, I just let him have it. I couldn't hold it anymore. I was bursting, and I did. I let him have it. I gave him a piece of pie with chicken on it. It was so bad. So my boss came and said, my Larice said that? He said, not my Larice, because I'm a good, ooh, sorry, that was a huge bump. Because I am a good girl. I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. You said that. I'm so sick of people giving me an attitude because they chose to say I was perfect. I never said I was perfect, guys. You said that. Who said I was perfect? I never said that. I don't ever, as a believer, we never walk this earth thinking you're perfect because you're not. None of us is perfect. Only Jesus. We are not perfect human beings. I'm sorry. So yeah, so I let him have it. And then my boss said, oh, no, not Larice. So then I told him, I said, listen, I told him what happened. He's like, Larice, you know I'm going to have to let you go because of what you did. And I was like, do you? I said, okay, that's fine. But, you know, I was able to talk to the head managers or whatever. and he allowed me to still keep my job but go to a different store. I just couldn't go back there, which was fine for me, and I just kept living life, and I didn't regret it because I wanted him to know, you don't get to disrespect me. I don't care what title you hold, sir. You don't get to disrespect me. I mean, I'm a black woman and you don't get to talk to me that way. Those days are over. So I let him have it and he didn't like it, and it was too bad. So that's the end of my story, guys. I love you. I'll be back. Bye.